The hands-free door solution is a simple answer to help America recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. We're using proven touchless technology that minimizes the spread of infection or contaminants. No one ever has to touch a door again on the way in or out of an entrance, meeting room, an office, or a bathroom. So your customers, employees, and communities can have peace of mind about hygiene. The hands-free door solution is easy to install and can be a part of your comeback planning to get you safely up and running again. If you watch the rest of this presentation, you will see how the hands-free door solution can be a part of what we are calling the Great American Comeback, and maybe your comeback too.
And we have designed and kind of created a solution that will be able to provide that sort of a service for people. Using the auto entry control, our low energy operator with the 474 touchless switch, we can create our own hands-free solution. And we can do that while still meeting fire and life safety. And if required, we also have the capabilities of implementing ADA compliance with some of the other product line that we carry. So this here is actually just your basic solution, right? This graphic that you see here is going to be, this is the bare bones and brass tacks with non-latching hardware. So you only have your switch on the inside, switch on the outside, and your auto operator.
The system is flexible enough to get you to much more comprehensive solution as you think about all of your different openings in your facility.
It starts with the no-touch wave, right? That 474 touchless wave to open switch. It comes in a single gain and a double gain. Does have a 5-inch read range on it, and that'll read through gloves and everything. Just to let you guys know, that question comes up. And like I said, IR sensing technology, and as you can see, it does have that illuminated red to green activation LED. The button being kind of the precursor here, then we kind of swing into our auto operator. Now this is actually the core of this system. None of this would be possible without the auto operator. So we really want to stress the importance and the features and benefits of the auto operator that will just kind of marry quite nicely with the touchless switch. One of the first things on that is the ease of installation. So the motor assembly will actually come out and removes from the back plate. We can go ahead and mount that on the door. And then from there, once we have that mounted, we just go ahead and put that motor assembly back in with a slotted screw that's on the back, and that will hold all the weight while we actually drill down on those set screws. One-man install, very easy to do, and it's going to get the installers off the job quicker. We want to be telling them that not only is this going to be a low-cost operator, but it's also going to be a quick install. So not only are you saving money on the front end, but you're saving money on the back end too. Another key feature obviously is going to be that single button self-tuning setup. That button is going to be located on the I/O board. And to reiterate, just remind them that ease of installation, get them off the job faster. That one self-tuning button is going to, as long as you put a soft stop down on the floor, it's going to go ahead and enter into its tuning cycle. It'll swing open and test for the weight of the door, the size of the door, any sort of pressure that might be in the building. And then it'll go ahead and set itself to all of those requirements, making it extremely easy to program. You can go in there with potentiometers, and you can dial it in with the programmer and all that, but you don't have to. If you don't want to, you can go ahead and just use that self-tuning setup button. Another key feature is that 1 amp power supply. The onboard 1 amp 24 volt DC power supply that's coming directly off of that operator. And we can power our locks, our access control, the buttons, and we don't need a separate power supply. So we're saving money there as well. And that's one less thing that you have to wire up. Again, get off the job faster. Save some more money. And the onboard lock sequencing feature is also something that is extremely helpful. So lock sequencing, just in case for those of you that don't know, if maybe you guys don't know, but lock sequencing is crucial in regards to a system like this, because lock sequencing is going to pull the latch back before engaging the actual operator. So we can't engage the operator if we don't either pull the latch back or that strike keeper unlocks, because then we're going to create bind issues. The lock sequencing is going to pull that latch back.
Then it's going to engage the operator, and again, that is a standard onboard feature you should know about. On the other side of the operator, here is where we can set it as the hold open feature.
We implement the hold open, and we can pass through without having to touch or spread germs and contaminants and all of that all day long. And at the end of the day, we can go ahead and just flip that switch or have it on programmable timer to where it will close. So utilizing the wave switch with the operator and the hold open for your high traffic areas. The low energy swing operator does have a few different versions, right? We have the Auto 1 for our push arm, and then we have the Auto 2, which comes with the pull arm. Remember that we have both options available, and the Auto 3 comes with both arms.
Having both arm options lets you put in a solution right now in this COVID world that we're living in.
They're not even checking the doors to see what kind of arm they would need. So in that case, you might want to just go with the Auto 3, and they'll have whatever they need, readily available. And then I didn't mention it when we were talking about the auto operator, but being that motor assembly comes out and you can flip it 180 degrees and you have a right and a left, right? So remember that as well, guys. There's no need to specify right or left. It's standard, can be both. And then again, the Auto 3 would have both arms, and we do have double door application.
Go ahead and check out our website, and underneath the auto entry control, we have a ton of information for you or your facility contractor types to use and to implement your hands-free door solution.
The features and benefit video or the installation video, another great tool, especially in this COVID world that we're living in, is the comparison chart. Show them the competition and show them how SDC stacks up to that. So let's build our own hands-free solution. The first thing that we are going to want to do, obviously, when we start to walk a job, is qualify the high-touch doors, the high-traffic doors, doors that are going to be used more than not, and could be anything from entrance, an entrance door to a bathroom door or an office door. All of those can have the potential for a hands-free solution. And when we're looking at that all day long, we'll sell this. This is what we call the non-ADA compliant solution, and that would just be the buttons and the operator. But now let's talk about this a little bit further. Are we going to need ADA compliance on that door? And if so, then SDC has a wide range of solutions to accommodate this particular setup. We have the bollards, we have the push plates, we have the vestibule buttons. In regards with the COVID crisis that's going on, remember these particular ones right here, those are antimicrobial. So we can give the customer reassurance and peace of mind, even if they're going to have to touch something, because we have the antimicrobial buttons as well. And a lot of times when you're using those buttons, you're usually just kind of hitting them with your arm and not your hand, which, I think is obviously a good thing anyway.
We just want you to be aware that we do have these sort of solutions to keep that in the back of your mind.
The next question you're going to ask is, does it need or have access control? If it does have access control, great. If it doesn't, SDC has a standalone and network capable solution for that. But either way, at the end of the day, what's going on here is we need a lock.
If it's going to have access control, it needs to have a lock, and that's where SDC shines. We are retrofit specialists.
We have solutions for just about every opening that you could imagine in correlations with a solution like this, right? If it's an entrance door to a public facility, odds are it has a panic device, and SDC has over 32 different models that are compatible with different manufacturers' devices. If it's the back door to a warehouse facility, it probably has a mortise lock on that hollow metal door. SDC has the Z7600 latch retraction, so it's going to retract that latch. A lot of jobs will probably be using M-locks on this because of the ease of installation. SDC, again, has a comprehensive line of high-quality modular M-locks that would be suitable for this particular application as well. And then lastly, getting into strikes. Not only can strikes be used on perimeter doors and interior doors and things like that, but let's get into the mindset of hands-free hands-free solution, and where can we implement this? I'm thinking of the strike as, look, man, if we really want to get into a no-touch facility, we want every door to be no-touch, well, then let's look at our office doors. Now, they may not be locking hardware on that door, right? But they are going to have latching hardware, right? And it's usually going to be something like a cylindrical lock. And we're still going to need to have that latch be able to get out of the way so that the operator will be able to function properly. That's where you could say, you know what, even on your office doors, guys, on your conference room doors, things like that, we can still create a hands-free solution for you implementing a strike. It doesn't necessarily have to be latch and locking solutions. And then, again, no need for a power supply. All of these solutions here can be powered directly to the auto operator. So I said it before, I'll say it again, SDC, we're famous for our solutions flyers and brochures. And, this is just a bit more of a comprehensive version of that. So you'll see this one here shows the panic device as the main focus of locking hardware in this particular solution.
And it just goes through and gives you a little bit of visualization, A lot of times people can hear it until they're blue in the face, but a picture is worth 1,000 words.
And so this particular graphic here just puts it into plain sight for you. Okay, aha, I get it now, right? Auto operator goes up top. We have, our push button and the locking hardware, and it goes down the list. And this is essentially your bill of material.
These are all the components you need right here to create your hands-free solution.
We have our auto operator, we have our button, right? The core of this particular campaign. Then we're moving on and doing a little bit of upgrades, right? And we have our push plate. Does it need access control? We've got that there. And then your locking hardware as well. So we have those for just about every locking solution as well. And to be aware of door snap, there are still guys in the field. Everybody's kind of on lockdown. There's still guys out there. We're still walking jobs. And especially when we're talking about applications like this, they need to be implemented immediately, right? Because eventually this COVID crisis is going to go away, but people need an immediate solution.
We have a great mobile app too called DoorSnap, and this is to help you or your facilities manager or contractor figure out what's needed for that doorway to make it hands-free. All you have to do is take some pictures with the app and send it in to us with a few details, and our people will send back a response in a couple of hours, no longer than 24 hours. Using that door snap in our SDC app, that's going to give you all that you need, and it is available for both Android and Apple, and it can be found in the App Store. So I hope you'll get creative and think about the types of doors that you have that could be hands-free. It's almost endless in the ways that you can make your customer and employee feel better about being safe and staying healthy.
We've actually, and I think a lot of you have already heard, we've implemented this on about 8 or 9 doors in our facility already, and it's working great. We're also seeing a lot of traction out there, as well as people kind of following suit to that. And visit the hands-free SDC, sdc.com/hands-free. We've got all of these downloadable PDFs, all sorts of. And I'm going to take you on there right now just to kind of show you how easy it is to find everything on our website. So first off, you'll notice I'm going to start here. We have the banner, and that banner is going to take you directly to all of the content that you need, and that's all right here. It's the most recent stuff.
Here's the build your own hands-free solution that we talked about earlier.
All of this is hot linked, and it'll take you directly to the PDF applications. Okay, go here, and it's going to take us directly to the ADA buttons and show us that. And then remember how easy it is as well, is as soon as I pick, one of those buttons, right, we've got the data sheet, we've got the installation price sheet, all the information is right at the, our fingertips, okay? And then you'll see, again, solutions as well right there. And even if I click up here, that's still going to take me right to the right to the hot link, and it's going to give us an option for that PDF document. Okay, so a lot of really great content there and very easy to find. If I go to the auto entry control page, we're going to see that same stuff, right? There's that flow chart. There's the link that's going to take you to everything that you need. Features and benefits video is going to be right there for you guys to utilize as well, and then we have the getting to know our competition, right, with against Record or any of these other guys, and how many features SDC has, along with price comparisons to show them how incredibly competitive we actually are. So there's a lot of different places. Even if I go to the 474 switch, it automatically is going to try to get us to that no touch wave to open sort of application. Okay, so our campaign has really just jumped all in with this, and we're geared to make it as easy as possible for you guys to find this information and to be able to have that readily available at your fingertips at the drop of a dime if you need it.
At the end of the day, I really want to help everyone open back up again and as safely as possible. We appreciate your time and being part of the Great American Comeback. I definitely think that you'll be able to implement some of our hands-free solutions with great success, and we are always here to help you do that. Thank you for listening.